Do you know that over 90% of your Shopify store visitor are just window shopping? They like your product, but they are not just ready to take out the credit card and buy the products right now. But if they are in your store and they save some items on the wish list, it might be a predictable revenue for your store in future. And you can cash this out. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys how you can add wishlist on your store, which is completely free. Yes, you heard it right. We're going to use Monk Wishlist App, which is completely free to install, and it's going to be lifetime free if you install it right now. Link is in the description, and this video is for a complete step-by-step guide on how you can do that. I'm going to give you a complete demo of how it's going to look in the front end, in the back end, and how you can set it up on the latest version of Dawn theme, Horizon theme, or if you're using any paid theme. So without further ado, let's get into the screen. Okay, so that's the demo store. And you can see that we have this wishlist icon showing up on the menu. And we have on the product card, this heart icon showing up. When we click on it, it's going to add the item to the wish list and show that in the pop-up as well. So let's click on this icon to visit the dedicated page, which we are going to see when someone adds the product to the wish list. And it is not just going to add these items to the wish list, it's also going to get all of the analytics and all of the data saved in the backend, and we can automate the stuff using app which is called Flow, and that is the native app of Shopify to do automation in your Shopify store. It is going to have a trigger where you can basically send an email or do action on your store based on the events which we have in this app. Like if someone add item to the cart, you can send a notification email or whatever you want to do in the backend of your Shopify store, right? And we also have the wishlist button showing up on the product page. You can see it here. And we can also do a lot of customization from this app settings, which is in the backend. So if you open up the app, that's how it's going to look like. And if I click on settings, we have the option of product page display customization, that how do you want to display the wishlist button to the product page. So let's click on product page display. And you can see that we have this button showing up, and here we have the option of if you want to display icon and text, or if you want to display icon only. You can see that's how it's going to look like. And we can also change the icon based on our requirement, but normally in all of the website, we have seen that the wishlist is displayed as a heart icon. So I prefer going with this one, but you have the option to change it, and you can upload your own custom icon as well. If you have a different heart icon, or if you have a different icon based on your theme requirement and preference, you can simply upload the custom icon by clicking on this check mark and then upload any PNG, JPEG or GIF format. I suggest you to go with the PNG format because the other formats will not have the transparent background. So make sure to upload the PNG version. Here we have the option of changing the font styles. So if you want to change the font style to anything you like, or you want to sync with your theme font, you can simply click on sync now, and it is going to sync the font automatically, and it is going to display your wishlist app settings in the same font, right? And here we have again position and button style. So if you want to beside add button, or if you want to show it beside product title, you can do that as well, right? And here we have the option of changing the icon size. So if you want to increase the icon size, and it has different settings for mobile and desktop. So in mobile, it's going to display the size differently, and on the desktop version, it's going to display it differently. And you also have this view where you can see how it is going to look like in the mobile version, right? Below that, we have color button thickness and radius. So if you want to change the button color of this wish list, you can do that. And if you change it to icon only, you can change the fill color here. You can see that we have this option of icon color, icon fill state. And now let's go to the settings of product card. So I'm gonna close this up and open up wishlist from product cards. Product cards meaning that how it's gonna look like on the collection page, how it is gonna look like on this type of sections. So you can see that in the featured products as well, it will show up this heart icon on all of these cards, right? And we can customize how it is going to look like from this settings. So if you click on wish listing from product cards, here we have the option of changing a heart icon. Again, there are a couple of options, or you can upload your own custom icon if you want to, right? And we have the option of accepting SVG and the PNG formats, icon position bottom left, or if you want to change it to bottom right, or if you want to change it to top right, or if you want to change it to top right and top left. So that's how you can customize it. And there are different sizing for mobile and the desktop version. Again, these are some color settings. So these are the settings for product cards. And we also have some other settings related to wishlist page styling. And one really cool feature is that you can create shareable link of your wishlist page. So if I go to the wishlist page on the demo store, we have this option of share. So if you click on this share button, you are able to share this link to anyone, and they will have this wishlist item showing up on their end as well. So that's really cool settings. Again, we have some more settings for wishlist page. If you have multiple languages on your store, you can customize the language based on the store language which you have added. And these are some settings for the guest message. So for this text here, you can customize it by typing it here, and it says add URL, or if you want to underline, if you want to italicize it, or if you want to bold it. So these are all of the styling settings. And this is for the destination URL of sign in. So if someone click on sign in, it's going to take your guest to the login page where they will have the login option, and they'll be able to log into their user account. And these are some of the settings where we can change the call to action to redirect to a product page, or you want to add it to the cart. And this is for the label. If you want to change the label here, so that's the add to cart button. So if you want to change it to something else, you can just simply add the label here on your wishlist page, and you will be able to change it. Empty state, not sign in, empty state heading. All of these are really detailed settings, which is not possible for me to go over every single details in this one single video. And I am gonna hop on to the installation part. So I have shown you the front end display of the wishlist, and I've shown you the backend app settings. Now I'm gonna install the app on the fresh install and show you guys how you can install it on the fresh Horizon theme. So guys, that's my development store where I'm gonna install the Wishlist Monk app and show you guys how you can install that on your store. This one is currently using the latest version of Horizon theme as of today. And you can also use that on any of the theme, no matter using Horizon, Dawn on any of the free theme or paid theme. You can try that on the paid themes as well. Okay, now let's go to the Wishlist Monk and make sure you're logged into your store. I'm already logged in, right? Now I'm gonna click on install and then click on install. Once done, you will have it showing up like this. And the first thing which we need to do is add wishlist to our store. You can see that we have this live theme showing up. I'm going to click on manage blocks and then click on open theme editor and add the wishlist button block. So that's the first step. So let's click on open theme editor. Which will take us to the product page template, and it is going to automatically add the block for Wishlist Monk. Here you can see that we have this wishlist button showing up, and this is the position which you can change to wherever you want. Like if you want to display that below product description or above buy buttons, you can simply drag and drop here, right? And now you can see that we have it showing up here. So that step is done. Once done, click on save. Perfect. Now let's close this tab and move on to the next step, which is the header icon. So again, let's click on open theme editor. You will have theme editor showing up like this. All you have to do is just click on save. And after saving, when you go to your store and you refresh, you will have your wishlist icon showing up on the header. just like this. And let's now move on to the next step. Now we will add wishlist page block. So again, click on open theme editor. And here you can see that it has added this section, which is showing up all of the wishlist items, right? I'm going to simply click on save. And then we have these 3 steps done. Let's close this one. And here we have this wishlist settings. So click on setup now. And before that, make sure to enable the app. So click on enable now. Before even going to add wishlist to your store, make sure to enable the app. So just click on enable now. And this app will be enabled, and then click on save, right? So we have these 2 steps completed. Now we're gonna go to configure wishlist settings, click on setup now. And I have gone through all of these settings already with you, where you will set up how it's gonna look like on product page, how it's gonna look like on product cards, wishlist page styling, and wishlist pop-up message. So click on that and set up how the pop-up is going to look like. So that is how the guest pop-up will look like when someone try to add the item to the wish list. And this is for when someone click on the heart icon. That's how it's going to look like on the bottom of your screen. And that is the model when you click on the share button on the wishlist page. One really important feature of this app is automation, where you can automate with Shopify Flow, which is a native Shopify app for creating automations. Now I'm gonna share the analytics page. So if you go to the app and then click on analytics, here you will have how many wishlist your user saves, how many orders you got from the wishlist, and what's actually happening with the data. And then you can improve it by connecting the Shopify Flow. So if you open up Shopify Flow and then click on create workflow, and then click on select a trigger, here you will have wishlist Monk showing up, and you can basically trigger your automation based on these actions. Let's say someone added cart from the wishlist page, you can just click on this trigger and then send an email to a Slack channel, or maybe create a customer email notification. You can do a lot of automation based on these triggers, which is a really important feature on this app. So guys, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Until next video, have a great day.